The San Diego City Council may soon be confronted with having to rescind 2 ordinances it's already passed or send them to the voters. Welcome to San Diego politics, where the fight between business and labor all too often has to be settled by the voters. We're talking about the Barrio Logan Plan update and the so-called linkage fee. KUSI's Steve Bosch in the newsroom now to sort it all out. Steve?
Sandra, that linkage fee is a tax on non-residential development that is linked or sent to the Affordable Housing Fund. The linkage fee has been around since 1990, when it was set at 1.5% of construction costs. When a recession hit 6 years later, the fee was cut in half to spur growth. It was generating about $2 million a year up until 2009. But the recession of 2008 was followed by the death of redevelopment, and the $2 million a year dropped to less than half. To shore up the fund, the labor-dominated council voted to restore the cut, a 500% increase in the fee.
We're prepared to fight this jobs-killing tax to ensure that San Diego remains competitive and economically viable.
The Chamber of Commerce, the Jobs Coalition, and some 30 business leaders today announced a signature drive to force the council to reverse its vote or send it to the voters.
At a time when our economy is still fragile, we cannot afford to do something that might put jobs at risk. We cannot afford something like this job tax that could easily push us back into the economic recession.
We expected Republican candidate Kevin Faulconer would be here with the gathering at the Plaza Concourse, but he wasn't. His challenger, Democrat David Alvarez, did happen by, saying the council was supposed to look at this fee every year. He called this signature drive irresponsible.
Underfunding of affordable housing, just like we've underfunded pensions, just like we've underfunded infrastructure in the city. The council finally acted and did something after 17 years of nothing.
If the ordinance is repealed as a result of this action, it's going to mean that we're going to have more instability in our workforce. We're going to have more instability in our economic systems in San Diego.
Mark Cafferty, CEO of the Regional Economic Development Corporation, says this tax threatens business expansion and retention.
Well, whether it's businesses who are thinking of coming here and they're hearing about one more thing that's making it less likely that the business climate in San Diego is one that they're going to be able to afford to work within.
These are the worst times for these kinds of initiatives to be put on the books or to be implemented as law. We're already being taxed with water, and we've got increases on utilities. Now we're talking about taxing the very industries that are here to create jobs.
Now, 34,000 signatures are needed to qualify for the June ballot. Now, as for the Barrio Logan Plan update, that goes before the City Council next week to either reverse that vote or send it to the voters. Steve Bosch, KUSI News.